in the entire attacks between Iran and Israel is that they began on June 13th. And that certainly is a significant date, right?
It sure is, because that's the day that Our Lady gave the devotion to her Immaculate Heart and said that her Immaculate Heart would be our refuge in the path that would lead us to God. So it's very interesting that Israel fires an assault against Iran on June 13th. It always seems that these things happen on significant feast
It
days.
it really does. And, I mean, I've just, it's natural for me. I've got my eyes sort of trained that way where, when October 13th rolls around, when June 13th and May 13th, when some of these days roll around, again, this is that Fatima perspective I tend to have. I'm always just kind of like, you got your antenna a little bit more like, what's going on today? Is something going to happen? And so I think it's interesting, again, as you were mentioning the message when she appeared in 1917 and revealed her Immaculate Heart. But then, of course, directly 12 years later, on that same day, which is 1929, June 13th. That's, of course, when Our Lady appears to her in Tuy and our Lord appears and she gets the great revelation of the Trinity. And that's when God says, now is the time for the consecration of Russia. So that happened on that date. And so I'm always kind of wondering what's going to happen on that day. We've talked a lot about how 100 years will be June 13th, 2029, if anything will happen then. And so we weren't at 100 years because it's 2025, 4 years before that. We're at 96 years. But again, something very interesting happening on June 13th. Everybody kind of goes crazy. The hot takes, is it an apocalypse? Is it the end of the world? Is it World War III? I mean, you heard it all. And through it all, I'm just kind of trying to stay calm and saying, let's just see how things really shake out. But, again, kind of paying attention to what's happening, especially with, like you said, these dates, because is this a precursor? A priest once told me, and I really like it. He said, a lot of times God lets something happen to you just so you can prepare yourself